Hello, Oracles. So Elon has stated that in his master plan part 3, one of the pieces is going to get Tesla to extreme size. How are they going to get there? Well, I've pieced together a few different things that Elon has said along the way, including a recent interview that he had discussing the Teslabot. So let's put some pieces together here. Elon has said that he is going to be looking to, best case scenario, have 10 more factories producing vehicles by 2030, or in the next 10 years. So how are we going to get those 10 factories up and running and to scale? Well, bring in the Teslabot. And here's why I'm saying this, is because we thought, or at least me, I thought the Teslabot was going to be something maybe end of the decade that was going to come around. But Elon stated himself that they're looking to have a prototype out by the end of this year. And in his recent interview, he stated that they're looking to have moderate production next year. Well, if they're moderately producing Teslabots next year, what are they going to be used for? Well, previously Elon had stated that the first use of these Teslabots are going to be within their own factories themselves. So now I started to put some pieces of the puzzle together and run the timeline down. So if they start producing some Teslabots next year, moderate production, don't know what that means in terms of numbers, but let's say they have a dozen of them helping in a factory. All right, now you've got some Teslabots helping in a factory. Maybe it's just moving parts from one place to another. Whatever it's going to be, it's probably going to be extremely basic to begin with until they build up the AI needed for more advanced projects for these Teslabots to be achieving. And so what does this mean for the factories? Well, this means that they are going to be able to achieve more productivity for less because the labor costs will come down. Then they can utilize that money that they were putting towards labor on those basic menial tasks into something more important as far as maybe R&D goes, engineers, all sorts of different things that they can utilize this money for because the Teslabot is taking care of these menial tasks that they were paying employees for. So it's not like they're going to get rid of their employee force. They're going to continue to employ many people. They're going to need people to be able to build these Teslabots. And they're going to need people to continually build the company forward as far as engineers go. And so now Tesla is not only vertically integrating their entire automotive sector, they're also vertically integrating their labor because now they're going to have Teslabots that they are creating to do the labor that they want them to do. And I've discussed it before, Elon talking about starting up the Texas Institute of Technology and Sciences to be able to have engineers come on board as well from that college. And so that's vertically integrating engineers, that's vertically integrating basic labor. They're really streamlining their entire process along the way with the Teslabot, and it's happening significantly sooner than we thought. So this is what's going to happen, in my opinion. Next year, they're going to start moderate production. We start to get the AI bots and the Teslabots working in the factories to help out. They're going to then learn over the course of this time, all right, well, what other AI do we need? This is where they can we've got FSD beta vehicles on the road helping Tesla create the AI needed for that. Now Teslabots in the factories will help them use the FSD for Teslabots and be able to build that AI structure as well within their own factories. And then as the next few years go on, the AI improves. Then we get to see what the margins will look like for Tesla, and their productivity and their production numbers are skyrocketing because they have these Teslabots helping them. Now other manufacturers are saying, oh, I would love to have some Teslabots in our factory to help reduce our labor costs. Now we start selling the Teslabots. And now we've got Teslabots working in factories. And what's going to happen is these factory workers that are in there side by side with these Teslabots start having conversations of, hey, I would love to have this Teslabot in my house help me with the dishes, help me with laundry. And employees in these factories are then going to further enhance the technology and AI needed in these Teslabots to be able to bring them into the home. And one of the greatest signs of any producer and manufacturer out there are the employees using and utilizing and purchasing the products that they are producing? And when it comes to Tesla, many Tesla employees drive Teslas. Many Tesla employees buy Tesla stock. And in the future, many Tesla employees will be purchasing Teslabots for their own homes. And this is why Tesla does not have to spend any money whatsoever on advertising, because they have such great word of mouth advertising for themselves. You know, they've got employees who utilize the product, then people who buy the product then are so wowed by the product that they share that as well with others, and it just keeps spiraling. And as we can see, the demand is pushing pretty much every single vehicle out to 2023. And so this is just the same exact scenario that's going to play out for the Teslabot over the next 10 years. And so we have the EV part of the company, which obviously we know is doing very well. We are going to have the Teslabot piece of the company that is coming up. And what's going to tie these two together is the AI, which Elon has stated AI is going to be the biggest piece of the company going forward and is going to dwarf the EV section. And Tesla is going to be known as an AI company. So this is what's going to happen, and Tesla is just going to have the AI that runs the products that they are in. The AI is going to become so good that they can then lease out their AI knowledge and technology to other companies as well. And so the timeline I am looking at, whereas previously I figured the Teslabot was going to be coming out end of the decade, probably getting into people's homes maybe by 2035 or 2040, that has been bumped up significantly. So if they're going to have a prototype end of this year and moderate production next year, and we know that Elon is pretty aggressive with his timelines and sometimes falls short, but one of my favorite Elon quotes is, take yourself a 10-year project that you've got going on and try to do it in 6 months. You're probably not going to finish it in 6 months, but you'll finish it significantly ahead of the 10-year plan that you initially had. So initially I thought it was going to take 10 years. Elon is literally now saying it's going to take 6 months. So we'll probably fall somewhere within there. So if we get any sort of production out of the Teslabots next year, we'll see this happening is probably going to be maybe 2 to 3 years of tweaking and stuff in the factories to get it up and running and get the AI all set. Now, after that, we're hitting 2025, where as far as I'm concerned, 2025 is the huge turning point where robotaxis are going to be reality, and we are going to really be exploding into our S-curves when it comes to FSD and energy. So we're hitting this point, and we're going to have Teslabots also hitting this point. At 2025, it's going to start looking like, oh, maybe Teslabots can be utilized outside of the factories, or maybe this is where it's going to start getting used in other companies' factories. Then we move on from there, and I think by 2030, we will have Teslabots getting introduced to the public outside of factories for normal day-to-day use within people's homes, sort of like Alexa or a Roomba. So, you know, thinking about how this is going forward, you're going to have a Teslabot that's going to be like Rosie from the Jetsons in your home to help you out with many different tasks. Obviously, there's a long way to go to get from here to there, but if Elon's number one focus is AI and getting us there, this Teslabot is going to be the product that the AI is put into that is going to take Tesla to that next level to make them an AI company. And so as the AI for these Teslabots improves dramatically over the next 5 to 10 years, we will see it utilized more and more in Tesla's factories. And so then this way they can actually start the ramps a lot sooner. They can start the ramps a lot faster. And it'll be very interesting to see how quickly a factory can ramp utilizing Teslabots versus human labor, or just the combination of the two. And this is where we are going to get it to extreme size extremely fast. Now imagine a bunch of these Teslabots working in the battery factories. You know, thinking about, hey, what's holding Tesla back? Supply chain issues. Well, if Tesla can produce a Teslabot that's going to help these battery suppliers and semiconductor suppliers to produce those parts faster for Tesla, then Tesla can produce their EVs even faster. Megapacks can be produced even faster because they're going to have more batteries, which have been produced faster due to Teslabots. Everything ties together, and it all comes down to the AI, the Teslabots, and that's going to explode the company so much faster than I initially thought. So I'm really excited to see how this is going to play out over the next year and a half, to see how the Teslabot actually comes to fruition and what Elon's plan is. And now, of course, this is all speculation on my part. just piecing some things together along the way. We will get Elon's master plan soon enough, which will disclose, most likely, answers to this speculation that we have here today. But just looking at it, that seems like this is probably a direction that they are going, and this is going to be how they are going to achieve Master Plan Part 3. Let me know in the comments below, when the Teslabot becomes available to the public to purchase, would you purchase one for yourself, and for what reasons? Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support and feedback. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. I share all of the latest Tesla news, pertinent stock market information, and all of my daily trades. Thank you so much. Have a great one.